I've had an experience recently, and it was quite shocking to me, where they got us to remember the earliest memory, and you kind of go, okay, I think I know what that is. And then they go, okay, that's your earliest memory. Now remember the moment before the earliest memory. And even though rationally you go, okay, this is a bit like, it's made up, because it's a memory, it's all made up anyway. But for me, the earliest memory was around actually this idea of compromise, which is probably why I've rebelled so much against it instinctively. I remember I was about 3 years old, and I had a meltdown that morning that I wanted red high heel shoes like my mom. She didn't have red high heel shoes, but I was adamant she did, and I wanted red high heel shoes like my mom. And I remember being in the hallway of the house getting dressed, and they told me, well, you just can't have it all. You just have to compromise. You can't have it all. And we left. And for the whole day, it was down to the teachers and the caretakers at the nursery to help calm me down, because I was still in the middle of, I want my red high heel shoes. I know what I want, and I'm going to throw a hissy fit. So it took them a whole day to calm me down. And the beauty of that experience was, when they said, okay, what's the earliest memory? It was this. So a lot of belief was around, well, you have to compromise. And actually, when I remembered what was before it, it was winter. It had snowed. They were running late for work because the car wouldn't start, so they had to take public transportation. They were in a whole mess of themselves trying to figure out how did they get me to nursery and them getting to work on time. So they were not being their best at that time. Hence, you just can't have it all. They wanted to be able to just stay with me and calm me down and explain all of those things to me, but they were running late. But I didn't remember that. And it took me 35 years to remember that. But when I did, all of a sudden it's like, hang on a minute, that's not what they meant. Because you sort of, something like this happened when you're really young, and then you take it with you. It's like, well, you can't have it all. So you always have to compromise. And compromise for me is very different than choice. I think the action is the same, but one makes you feel like you've lost, the other one makes you feel I've actually gained something, or it's my choice. So whatever consequences there are, I deal with that.